So, welcome back to A Day in Life in Mocha Sister. Recently, I wrapped up and looked at the curious case of Natalia Grace. Now, I'm really late at this situation because this documentary came out, I believe, last year. But anyway, it came out, um, I guess, a few months ago, and I saw it trending, but I didn't get a chance to look at it. So I looked at the entirety, and this is a wild story about a 6-year-old girl who was adopted by an American family. Natalia Grace came from the Ukraine. Her mother signed off her full rights to an adoption center, and she was then subsequently adopted. Now, this when things take a turn. A couple of weeks into her adoption with this American family, the Barnetts from Indiana, Mike and Christina Barnett adopted Natalia, and then subsequently, for whatever reason, they thought Natalia was not a little girl. And by a series of events, I'll summarize it because it's a long, long documentary. They thought she wasn't an adult. And so, from the age of, I say like 9, 10, she was placed into an apartment by herself to live by herself because they thought she was an adult. Mind you, Natalia has a disability, dwarfism, so she has a physical disability, and they put her in an apartment that wasn't even really good for someone with her disability. And long story short, years go by. Well, after 3 months, this family abandoned her in Indiana, and they leave and go to Canada. And then there was a battle for Natalia. There's a lot of strange things happen where her birth date is changed to reflect what they thought she was 22 years old. Last year, see, I'm forwarding in the story now. Last year in 2023, a DNA test proved that Natalia was actually like 10 years old at the time these people adopted her, like 9 or 10. And she actually was age 20 last year by this DNA test. A lot of people still don't believe that she was, they believe that she was an adult. She gets adopted or by these people in her neighborhood in Indiana, a mixed couple, a pastor and his wife, and they had a blended family. They took her in. Everything seemed to be going well. At the time of the recording, they had adopted her. But then, after the documentary ended, there was a shocking call placed to the producers stating that things weren't going well with Natalia and her adopted family in Indiana. And that's where the story kind of ended. Now, I found a email article from February 15th, a couple days ago, stating that they ended on a ultimate cliffhanger, and they're not sure that there's going to be a season 3 to this story. Um, it's interesting that Natalia hadn't been lying about her age, and Natalia was abused by her mother, the woman that Christina Barnett. It's just a hot mess, y'all. This is like a lot of stuff going on in this documentary. But if you like documentaries and you like curious cases, you should check this out. If you have YouTube TV, you should be able to get it, or you can. I think it's on the ID channel or something. Just Google the curious case of Natalia Grace. I just finished it, and man, I still have more questions about everything that happened. But until then, I'll talk to you guys soon.